Skell and Pa can't help thinking about how things went with Alexia and on the off chance that Sid got basically a kiss. However, Sid informs them that they haven't done anything since their breakup. Skell tells him, disappointed, that he knows of a store that sells all kinds of good things, including chocolate, which they can give to girls to win them over. As Skell and Pa are excessively energized, Sid acknowledges, as he is likewise inquisitive to see what this world calls chocolate. Iris shows a curio they track down in the hideaway of the clique, but as they can't unravel it, she asks Sherry Barnett, the most splendid psyche in the realm, in the event that she can translate it. Her dad, Lutheran, urges Sherry to make it happen. Sherry acknowledges and Iris chooses to allocate the red request to keep watch on them. Lutheran hears that is the new night request that Iris shaped and Iris affirms, and that it's a little request, however it made by individuals she trusts. Alexia likewise wishes to help and Iris acknowledges. Sid, Skell, and Pa go to the store, but they have to wait 80 minutes for their turns because the line is so long. Pa is stressed as that implies they will head back at dim and he heard there is an executioner going around evening time. Sid is approached by a store employee and asked to accompany her to complete a survey while they are waiting. As Sid enters the store, he gets the impression that it resembles a department store from his previous world, as there are many things there that he hasn't seen anywhere else. Sid is at last taken to a royal chamber in a house over the store building. Sid then, at that point, sees Gamma close to the high position and figures at her store. She confirms and claims that she recreated it using Sid's wisdom. Sid told the young ladies irregular stuff and notes that Gamma was the savviest among the young ladies, yet additionally needs physicality. At that time, Gamma winds up falling the steps. Gamma welcomes Sid to sit on the lofty position and as he sits, he feels like a ruler. As a reward, he gives her his congratulations and makes something resembling fireworks. She is excited because the light makes her think of the light he used to save her. Sid surmises she is bringing in cash and Gamma affirms, expressing she has a few establishments around the urban communities and that they even use mail orders for distant regions. She demonstrates to him that she has 1 million zenny readily available. Sid is shocked when he hears that. Gamma surmises Sid game because of the occurrences, and the executioner who states he is from Shadow Nursery. They are researching him as of now and commitment Sid that they will stop his deeds. Sid had no clue, yet chooses to cooperate and states he has some thought who it could be as he reviews his episode with Alexia. Gamma introduces New, their most recent numbers member, and explains that Alpha recognized New's talent. Sid tells her that if he needs her, he will call her. He then tells Gamma that he wants to buy 3 boxes of the cheapest chocolate, but she promises to give him 3 boxes of the best chocolate. Sid gets cheerful and keeping in mind that snickering with Gamma, he additionally takes 1 coin. After that, Sid and his friends rush home. Sid surmises that Alexia went off the deep end and had begun killing individuals. He stops when he hears something and tells his friends that he needs to pee immediately. He also tells them to leave before they see him spit himself. Skell and Pa accept that is masculine and states they will not fail to remember him and won't ever educate anybody. After that, Sid enters the back hallway, where he heard Alexia fighting. However, he is surprised to see her fighting some men who say they are from Shadow Garden. They figure out how to harm her. Yet Sid appears as Shadow and kills one of the men and lets the others know that they will likewise pay for imitating Shadow Nursery. The men run and Alexia asks Shadow for what valid reason is he battling, however he advises her to avoid it. Shadow follows the men and kills one of them. New then appears and salutes Shadow on thinking that they are that quick in solicitations that he passes on the rest to her and she will get data from the leftover man. Shadow concurs and leaves. New then, at that point, cuts the man's arm incapacitating him, expressing she isn't quite so sympathetic as Shadow. A man tells a knight that he lost contact with the puppet and the other 2 men elsewhere. The knight expresses it's fine as they found the thing they need and their need is recovering it. Iris is informed by Alexia that the killer was posing as Shadow Garden. Alexia adds that Shadow is fighting the cult, and Iris hopes that when the artifact is deciphered, they will learn more. After that, Alexia inquires as to whether she thinks the cult or Shadow Garden is the real adversary. Iris asserts that it is both, and she will not permit anyone to cause havoc in the kingdom. The following day, on the train for school, tales spread that Sid had pooped his jeans. Sid is asked by Skell and Puh, who are anxious, if he received the chocolate from yesterday. Skell gives chocolate to an upper-class woman at school. However, the person to whom she is engaged shows up, spots Skell, and wants to talk to him. Puh declares that he has thoroughly researched the girl to whom he plans to give chocolate and that he will not follow in Skell's footsteps. As he moves toward her, she remembers him as her stalker and hollers. Sid gives the first girl he sees his chocolate and forgets about his background character moment. Sherry then, at that point, sits close to him and he gives her the chocolate and leaves. Sid is someone Sherry recognizes from earlier. She is perplexed about the chocolate in her room. Her dad then comes in and perceives it's chocolate and makes sense of it's been well known recently. Sherry lets him know that a kid gave it to her and her dad supposes it's a present and it probably been head over heels love. Since he must be waiting for a response, he wonders what she will say to him. He likewise tells her that review and exploration is significant, yet she additionally needs to learn on the most proficient method to connect with others. He starts to got. However, states he has been feeling improved recently and is fortunate to have such a decent girl. Sherry states she is the fortunate one as he embraced her.